I guess to bring it in, since it was the Racism 101, if you could say one thing to your white or white identifying coworker who experiences racism, or if you are okay, let me rephrase this. If you're a white person at work and your white friend is being racist, what should you say to them? If you could say one thing.
I would say, why did you say that? Just why did you say that, you know? Not you shouldn't say that, but why did you say that? Make them think about it. I think that was definitely something I learned from Mark when he was on the show. He kind of like put it very eloquently when he kind of just said, you know, why did you say that? Right? And then let them answer as best they can, and then maybe just have that'll be the start of a good dialogue, hopefully.
I agree with that. I usually tend to ask them, can you expand? Because it just sort of gives them a little bit more room to think about it and hopefully correct their actions if they feel the need to. But I also think that it sort of gets that dialogue going, and it also it makes them vulnerable, because if there's other people around, now you're asking them to repeat the situation. And so I really hope that whatever was said, that they can actually stand by it, or they're going to retract and apologize and hopefully learn to do a little bit better in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell them to say something. Just in general, they're like stand up for other people, because a lot of times I see complacency, and when I say something, people are usually shocked because they expect complacency. And I just think don't be complacent.
I think my reaction when I guess you catch me on a good day, is asking questions, and which is probably the best response. And I'm not gonna lie, when I'm in a group setting, sometimes, and I don't recommend, but sometimes my response is making fun of them a little bit, which shame is probably not the best tool for teaching. But I think if I, was on a good day, ideal response, it's usually to ask them, what do you mean by that? But I think I'm now going to steal the can you expand, because well said. Just very eloquent.
Mm-hmm.
I like that too, because and this kind of piggybacks on what we were talking about last show too, but it makes folks too, if they are being racist, either recognize it, but in an covert way, like, or if they're being covert about it, it makes them have to be like overt about it and in your face about it if that's truly the stance they want to take, or they're going to like correct themselves and learn. So it can be like a point to change a behavior, or it could be a point to at least hit a behavior on the head. Right? I would much rather someone be overt and have to kind of own that and be transparent and not being who they are, than like covertly getting away with it and feeling like they're acting of sound moral. So that's my thoughts. How are we doing here, Steve?
I think we're good to go here. Ready to close it up?
Any super final thoughts though, because I don't want to cut any voices off.
Mm-hmm.
Your voices are so important. I'm so grateful. Jeanette, Becky, Skyly Storm, this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you for all of your offerings and your lived experiences and your spirits. Now I'll throw the ball to Seith.
Thank you very much. And thanks to everybody at the Voices for Change panel today. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And I'm just going to get this switched over here. And we will be back in 2 weeks' time for another episode of the CC Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And got one last thing I got to do here. Let's go with that. Okay. All right. Peace. We will see you guys in 2 weeks.